If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
I will come out with some positive for marijuana.
All right, what else?
Um, that's it, actually.
No, I mean, are you backtracking, trying to
No,
figure out
I'm-
what you've used in the past?
Yeah.
Roberto Rosales. Court is calling 2024 CR 2752, State of Texas versus Roberto Rosales. Thank you. You know how it is.
Sorry.
Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
For the state of Texas.
Defense?
Albert Chidas for Mr. Rosales.
Are you Roberto Rosales?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, off the record, excuse me. Y'all can't talk behind the court reporter. You can ask the deputies. They'll move you down to the other end. We're back on the record. And for the defense,
Albert Chidas for Mr. Rosales.
and are you Mr. Rosales?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
I have, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Rosales, I'm showing you what's entitled application for deferred adjudication. Did you review that with your attorney?
Yep.
Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
All right, and did you review what's entitled true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Judge.
Mr. Rosales, I'm showing you what's entitled court admonishments and defendant's waivers and affidavit of admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of evading arrest, detention, vehicle? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison. Thank you. And up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, yes?
I apologize. I thought I was getting charged with the drug and then that one was getting dumped or getting removed.
Just be clear because she has.
I apologize. I thought there was two charges and one of them was being removed, or I don't know if I'm supposed to say that.
No, what we're focusing on now is the fact that do you realize that you're pleading to an evading arrest detention with the vehicle?
Yes.
I mean, you're very slow with your answer on that. So do you know
Um,
what you're here for today?
Yes, ma'am. An evading arrest and there was a drug charge as well.
All right, so I want you to listen to my
Yes,
questions.
ma'am.
All right, do you understand that you're about to enter into a plea on an evading arrest with a
Oh.
detention vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
I
so
apologize.
listen, no. Just listen to my questions. All right, by indictment in this cause number that you're about to enter a plea into, it's an evading arrest detention with the vehicle. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Do you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
He does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do.
Mr. Rosales, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page, did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
According to the plea, there's a $500 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. The state will take in consideration 2023 CR 9927, and there's $57 restitution to DPS for drug testing. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
It is, Your Honor.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you outside the agreement. State is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 4 years. There be a TAP evaluation and 120 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No.
State any evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. State exhibit number 1. No objection, Your Honor.
Showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor. Yeah.
All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor.
All right, are you employed?
I actually have a job interview right now,
What, doing what?
selling insurance.
Oh. Do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am. I have 3 sons,
What are their ages?
15, 10, and 4 years old.
Do they live with you?
No, ma'am. Two of them live in Eagle Pass.
All right. When's the last time you seen them?
It's been a good while. I'd say about 1.5 years.
All right. Why are you evading in a vehicle? That's very dangerous.
Yes, ma'am. I understand I have a lot of traffic warrants, and I did know that I had something on me that I shouldn't have. and
Well,
I
here's the thing.
Panicked, and it was a terrible mistake.
You know what ends up happening?
Yes, ma'am.
Now you have a felony instead of maybe somebody having you to pay traffic tickets.
I understand.
All right. Can you tell me what the court cost is on a 3rd-degree felony, please, evading? All right. If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
I will come out with some positive for marijuana.
All right. What else?
That's it, actually.
No, I mean, are you backtracking, trying to
No,
figure out
I'm-
what you've used in the past?
Yeah, I was thinking if I would test 30 for cocaine, but okay, I was thinking if I would test 30 for cocaine, but I will not.
When's the last time you
It's
used?
been about 10 days.
All right. How often are you using cocaine?
I'd say maybe 2 times a month. Before it was pretty bad, but I've got it pretty under control now.
All right. And who is Abigail?
That's my daughter that passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay.
All right, so I'm going to sentence you to 4 years deferred adjudication. There's a $500 fine that will be probated. Take in consideration 2023 CR 9927. There's $57 restitution to DBS for drug testing, 120 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to require parenting classes. Once you complete those classes, once you complete those classes, your community service hours will be deemed to be satisfied.
Okay.
There's going to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular UAs. I'm going to want 90 sober meetings from you in 90 days.
Okay.
Ms. Abrams, do you have any violent history in your past?
No, ma'am, not in my past. I am currently. Oh, yeah, no, I don't.
Right.
Just got 2 cases dismissed for something that was violent, but it was dismissed. I don't know how else to say it. I don't want to
Okay.
kind of tangle myself up with my words. They just got dismissed like 4 days ago.
All right. In
Mhm.
another county?
No, ma'am, it was here.
All right. I'm going to do a referral to felony drug court. If not accepted, then make sure we do a TAP and follow TAP recommendations. If they ask for inpatient treatment, we'll start with outpatient treatment. proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Field visits one time per month until in treatment. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, ma'am.
All right, the court cost for this case is $395. Will you be able to pay that in installments?
I can't at the moment.
No, I mean, in
Oh, yeah, of
installments. You
course.
won't be expected to
Yes,
pay
ma'am.
it today.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am. I did.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. I do.
All right, from here on, we can go off the record from here on out. Everything you do, you need to ask yourself, could this potentially result in me going to prison for up to 10 years? Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. All right, and I'm going to make my ruling on, Mr. Ruiz is already back.
Yes, we took them back on fifteen back.
No, everyone, all right.
May we be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, he just needs to go over things with probation, and everyone, you need to come back at 1:20. We're on lunch break.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
And we keep it working like Oouchie the boss. We tryna catch up like we hit us a fault. We gotta win, ain't taking no loss.